Lynda Randle, a celebrated gospel singer and songwriter, has touched endless hearts along with her soulful voice and passionate performances. Born on February 7, 1962 in Washington, D.C., Lynda Tate Randle grew up in a musical-owned family, which laid the inspiration for her illustrious profession. Her journey from a humble upbringing to turning into a revered discerning gospel tune is a story of expertise, religion, and perseverance. Lynda became raised in a own family deeply rooted in Christian values and traditions. Her dad and mom instilled in her and her siblings the significance of religion, tough paintings, and network. Music performed a primary role in their household, with hymns and gospel songs frequently filling the air. Lynda's natural musical capacity had become obtrusive at a young age. She cherished singing in church and turned into stimulated by using the electricity of gospel song to bring desire and healing to human beings' lives. Her upbringing within the city streets of Washington, D.C., presented its challenges. However, it additionally gave her a completely unique attitude on lifestyles and religion. Lynda regularly credits her early reviews with shaping her compassionate and actual method to her song and ministry. Despite the problems she confronted, she remained devoted to her dreams, using her voice as a vessel for her message of affection and redemption. Lynda attended Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia, in which she honed her musical skills and deepened her information of ministry. It turned into throughout her time at Liberty that she commenced to experience a calling to use her items to serve others. After graduating, Lynda launched into an adventure that could in the end lead her to the forefront of the gospel song scene. In the 1990s, Lynda's career began to benefit momentum when she joined the Gaither Homecoming series, a prominent gospel tune ensemble led with the aid of Bill and Gloria Gaither. Her performances with the Gaither vocal band added her vast reputation and added her to audiences throughout the USA and past. Her heat, rich contralto voice and heartfelt delivery quickly endeared her to fanatics, making her one of the most beloved artists within the gospel track community. Lynda's solo profession flourished alongside her work with the Gaithers. She launched several albums that showcased her versatility and deep non-secular connection to her track. Hits like God at the Mountain, One Day at a Time, and Sheltered Within the Arms of God became staples in gospel song, resonating with listeners of every age. Her ability to carry raw emotion through her singing set her aside, permitting her to forge a profound connection together with her target market. Beyond her musical achievements, Lynda Randle has been an endorsed for cohesion and understanding in the Christian community. She has used her platform to bridge cultural and racial divides, emphasizing the importance of affection and inclusivity in her ministry. Her message has inspired endless people to embody diversity in paintings toward reconciliation. Lynda's non-public existence has also performed a big role in her adventure. She is married to Michael Randle, a pastor and musician, and together they have got 2 daughters, staying power and pleasure. Her circle of relatives has been a supply of power and aid during her career. Lynda frequently speaks approximately the importance of balancing her roles as a wife, mother, and artist, crediting her circle of relatives with retaining her grounded and targeted on her motive. Over the years, Lynda has obtained several accolades for her contributions to gospel tune. She has done at prestigious events, collaborated with femme artists, and earned the honor of her peers. Despite her achievement, Lynda stays humble and steadfast in her dedication to her religion and her calling. Today, Lynda Randle continues to encourage and uplift audiences global along with her track and ministry. Her lifestyles and profession are a testimony to the strength of religion, perseverance, and the transformative nature of track. Whether on degree or in her community, Lynda's willpower to spreading desire and love through her voice has solidified her legacy as one in all gospel music's maximum cherished artists. However, behind the soulful voice and warm smile lies a life touched by means of moments of deep sorrow. One of the most profound, demanding situations Lynda faced turned into the lack of her loved mom, a female who have been her anchor, mentor, and religious guide during her existence. Lynda grew up in a tight-knit owned family in Washington, D.C., wherein religion changed into now not just a belief but a manner of life. Her mother performed a pivotal function in instilling those values in her kids. She endorsed Lynda's love for music and frequently reminded her that her voice was a gift intended to glorify God. Losing her mom was like dropping a part of herself. It turned into a grief so profound that it regarded insurmountable at times, shaking the inspiration of Lynda's religion. In the times following her mom's passing, Lynda struggled to reconcile her ache with the hope she had sung about for such a lot of years. On degree, she continued to carry out songs like God at the Mountain and One Day at a Time. But privately, she wrestled with questions about why God had allowed this sort of considerable loss. She felt the burden of her function as a public discern in Christian music, knowing that many seemed to her as a beacon of power and encouragement. Amid her sorrow, Lynda located solace inside the help of her own family. Her husband Michael became her rock in the course of this time, offering a secure area for her to grieve overtly. Her daughter's persistence and joy reminded her of the legacy her mom had passed down. A legacy of faith, resilience, and love. Together, they honored her mom's memory through prayer, storytelling, and by means of persevering with the traditions that had delivered their family so much pleasure. The guy, their homecoming family, also performed an important position in helping Lynda navigate her grief. Her fellow artists, many of whom had skilled comparable losses, supplied phrases of encouragement and moments of shared prayer, reminded her that even inside the darkest valleys, God's light ought to nonetheless shine through. Lynda subsequently channeled her ache into her song. She commenced writing and performing songs that spoke to the experience of grief and the hope of everlasting reunion with loved ones. Through her vulnerability, she related with her audience on an excellent, deeper level. Fans who had misplaced their own parents or confronted comparable hardships discovered comfort in her authenticity. Her concert events have become not just performances, however, areas of restoration in which tears flowed freely and desire was renewed. One in particular moving second came in the course of a performance of God Will Take Care of You. Lynda shared her story with the target market, talking candidly about her warfare to trust God's plan after her mother's dying. As she sang, the room full of an overwhelming feel of peace, as though her mother's spirit was present, reminding her of the fact she had taught. Through her journey, Lynda came to comprehend that her mom's legacy was alive in her work, her own family, and her religion. Recently allowed others to confront their very own pain and find recuperation. It additionally deepened her understanding of God's guarantees that even inside the midst of loss, His love stays steadfast. Today, Lynda Randle maintains to sing with the equal ardor and conviction that has defined her career. Her mother's reminiscence lives on. In every be aware she sings, in every phrase she speaks, her circle of relatives remains her greatest supply of pleasure and electricity, status together with her as she ministers to others through her song. The sorrow of losing her mother taught Lynda an invaluable lesson. Grief and charm often stroll hand in hand. In sharing her story, she has come to be now not only a singer, but a sworn statement to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring energy of religion and circle of relatives. Thank you so much for watching. I truly admire your aid. If you loved this video, be sure to depart a like and remark below. I'd love to hear what you suspect. See you in the next video.